The woman was horrified to discover that the two newborn babies would cry uncontrollably as soon as they saw her. Yet they became unusually quiet the moment they saw her mother-in-law. She immediately realized that her own babies had been swapped, but she did not make a scene. Instead, she told her parents-in-law to hurry and handle her husband's funeral arrangements. Meanwhile, she stretched out her hands toward the two babies with a malicious smile on her face. It turned out that the woman had been reborn. In her previous life, on the day she gave birth, her husband died in a car accident. The woman worked hard to support the family on her own. However, on the day she managed to send both her sons to prestigious universities, her husband, who had been dead for 18 years, suddenly returned home with his mistress. He even claimed that the two sons were the mistress's children, and falsely accused the woman of deliberately causing the car accident back then, saying she had tried to kill him and his mistress. Only then did the woman realize that her husband had faked his death back then, all just to make her raise the children he had with his mistress. Even her parents-in-law and the two sons knew about this, and they had secretly transferred all of the woman's property away. The woman, overwhelmed with anger, demanded to know from them where her own children were. But the mistress told her that the children had long been killed by her. The woman was so enraged that she suffered a heart attack and died on the spot. But she never expected that in the next second, she would be reborn and return to the day 18 years ago, when she had just given birth. At that moment, her parents-in-law came to her with the swapped babies, and told her with sorrowful expressions that her husband had died in a car accident. The woman knew that if she fell out with them at this point, she would definitely never get her own children back, so she pretended to be overwhelmed with grief, and told her parents-in-law to hurry and take care of her husband's funeral, while she looked at the two babies, and plotted a revenge plan. In the blink of an eye, 18 years passed. Under the woman's careful upbringing, the two sons lived up to her expectations and got admitted to prestigious universities. The woman even held a celebration banquet for their college admission specially. When her parents-in-law heard about this, they thought the woman had been completely deceived by them, so they used the excuse that the two children were about to go to school in another city, and asked the woman to sell her house and move in with them. However, the woman told them that she had already sold the house and deposited all the savings into the two sons' education funds. Upon hearing this, the parents-in-law became very angry, but they thought that since the money was in their grandson's hands, it was as good as being in their own hands, so they did not press the issue further. They immediately informed the man and his mistress to come to the scene. Little did they know that the woman had been waiting for this moment for 18 years.